Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today from Home Story Cup, it's going to be Astrea versus ByuN here on Data C. From their lower bracket final, should be an excellent game. Top right, it's going to be Astrea. Bottom left, it's going to be ByuN. ByuN is definitely the elder statesman in this situation, and Astrea is the up-and-coming player. Astrea is American, ByuN is Korean, but Astrea, I think, is higher ranked on the Oligulac rankings. Let's tell you what. Let's take a look at the Oligulac rankings here, because I don't think anyone's going to go for a proxy in this game. Just walling off against Reaper hop-up spots here is Astrea, sending the probe out across the map. ByuN just making a barracks inside of his own homeland, as ya do. Alright, so let's take a look at our current rankings. And I'm pretty sure Astrea is up here somewhere. Let's see. Yeah, he's number 16 on the list. And if we keep looking for ByuN, where are you, ByuN? Solar, Bunny, Cure. Oh, I lied. ByuN is number 4 right now? What the heck? I had no idea ByuN was number 4 in the Oligulac rankings currently. Well, alright. I guess ByuN's favored then. But I mean, whatever. Astrea's 11, so he's right there. He's right there on top of it, too. That's nuts. ByuN is playing super well right now. Like, I know he's competing, and I know he's looking pretty good, but I don't think he was doing that well. Alright, let's get it. Let's get it here, ByuN. Woof. Second base from Astrea. Neat. ByuN, not doing anything crazy here either. Getting up a factory. On the other side, a cyber core is on the way, because that's how we play this matchup. You get an expansion. Everything's cool. I mean, you can go for a barracks factory before you expand. But these days, I don't know. You can kind of just get the expansion out pretty quickly and be okay. Warpgate research immediately coming in from Astrea, whose real name is Max Angel. Pretty sure that's what it is. People want to say it's Max Power, but I'm pretty sure that's a Simpsons reference. Anywho, boop 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 doo 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 doo. Twilight Council opening here from Astrea. Okay, this could be some kind of a charge lot thing. This could be a resonating glaive at depths. This could be a blink attack style thing coming from Astrea against, again, the elder statesman ByuN. Wow, so ByuN comes back from military, and he's okay. He's not looking great. He's not looking like the terror he was back in 2012, 2013. But, I mean, who among us is? Who was a terror, right? Who was a terror back in 2012 and is in 2023 still killing it? Well, ByuN apparently is. Depth comes in. Blink gets started. Yep, this is going to be the Blink opening here from Astrea. Good for base defense, too, against things like Widowmine drops, which we're not seeing here. That's a tech lab on the factory. So going to get a Cyclone to deal with potential incoming oracles, but it's not a Stargate opening, so don't have to worry about that. Oh, Hellion gets a perfect scout off and might kill a probe. Does. Kills a probe, dies. Totally worth it. Sees the scout. Oh, sees the Twilight Council researching. Yep. So he's like, oh, maybe I don't need a Cyclone. Did he cancel? I bet he canceled the Cyclone. Yep. He got in there, saw there wasn't a Stargate, and said, oh, I don't need a Cyclone at all. Sweet. So, let's move out with some Marines and a medevac. No Widow Mines in there today, and that's fine. And I don't know if I mentioned it previously, but this is going to be a Patreon game. For those of you who support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin, for at least $1 a month, you get access to stuff like this a month before anybody else sees it on the YouTube channel. So if you're watching this the second week of January 2023, thank you so much. I really do love and appreciate everybody who supports me out there. And if you're watching this in February 2023, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here like 5 or 6 times a week with with StarCraft 2 content. My other channel's where the Brood War is. So if you're like, oh, you do Brood War 2? Well, yeah, Falcon Paladin. YouTube.com/Falcon Paladin. I think will still work. And if that doesn't work, it's youtube.com/@Falcon Paladin, which is just like derp. That whole @ thing, I don't know why we need it, but whatevs. It's cool. Yeah, so this little attack here from ByuN doesn't do a whole lot. Just walling off the front here against further adept attacks of some kind. Any further attack? What's it going to be from Astrea? What's the splash? What's the story about your splash here, Astrea? Well, nothing yet. No Robo Bay. On the other side, our guy ByuN is not doing anything with his starport. He's getting stim for his dudes. And this is a bit of a stalker push out. This isn't really an attempt to... No, that War Prism changes things. Maybe it is an attempt to win. Oh, he's just going to blink right into the main. All right, cool. Never mind. Let's go. Let's do this. Tank needs to be set up at a good position with Marines pressuring too. Tank gets a shot off and does die, but only after 3 volleys. Not enough. Not good enough. 2 volleying that tank down might have worked, but another tank popped out too, so that kind of changes it. And an Adept is trying to get through this front door. It's met with a bunker though. Like I said, this wall is for Adept purposes. Oh, he actually gets a Raven back here. And then he drops the Medivacs here inside the natural base. Medivac gets picked off. Stalker dies, though. Stim on these dudes is done, but he's not going to overuse it. It forces a recall of Stalker's home to deal with this. Really annoying stuff. So, yeah, that Raven's got 3 kills. These Marines are like, killing probes is what we like to do, please. No, not allowed. Blah, their blood splattering the ground. So, more and more barracks here, of course, from ByuN. Going to start getting a Ghost Academy here eventually. 3rd CC coming up. Back at it with the War Prism, and the Stalkers is Astrea. We'll see what can be accomplished here. Robotics Bay is on the way from Astrea. Getting that at the natural base. 3rd base is done and running, looking good. Stalkers want to pressure. Again, you pressure the front with this group, and they may be warping another group. And try to get the attack up there. Multiple attack paths are always recommended. Ooh, getting a Medivac here would be good. And a little bit late on the reaction, but enough to save that Medivac. That was pretty good. Sniping in knobs. There goes ByuN. Nicely done. And then War Prism wants to get in here to the main, but oh, actually loses the War Prism, and these Zealots don't have charge, so they can be kited internally. Yep, okay, so ByuN holds that very, very nicely. Dude, ByuN's number 4. Oh, free Medivac there, though. A little bit careless from ByuN. Yeah, all right, so both players are kind of given as good as they're getting right now. 3rd base going to land at the 3rd base location, and a 4th base timing here from Astrea would make sense when he's got the 400 minerals required for it. Colossus, the splash damage tech of choice from Astrea, working on extended thermal lance, which is a name, and also a weapon type from the medieval era. I don't know when somebody decided to start naming their kids after a weapon that's used. It's like naming your kid gun. Like naming your kid cannon or ballista. I don't know. It seems like a weird choice to me. Tank, I guess. Sometimes people are named Tank. I've seen that one. But yeah, Lance. You don't think of Lance as being a weapon name, but it totally is. Lances. Medieval weapons of combat. Ooh, we got a double auto turret drop down here. Did that? I bet that Raven died. Yeah, Raven died. Engagement over here, though. Charge is done now, say the Zealots. Get back here, suckers. We'll kill you all. Stalker's pretty good against Marauders, but also Marauders pretty good against the Stalkers. Coming up this ramp, only 1 Colossus seems like a pretty poor idea, so 2 Colossus is a little bit of a better idea here from Astrea. So let's go. Let's get up this ramp. Let's force a lift off on this command center, maybe. Yeah, getting swipes off on the CC, not going to do a lot, but wow, 11 SCVs go down very quickly. Again, trying to repair the command center, you're going to be at the mercy of these extended thermal lances. No! Chase it down. ByuN Astrea is getting some work done here, force fielding away the army as much as he can, killing as many SCVs as Protosly possible. Now, that 3rd base is forced to lift off and run for it. And actually, a lot of stuff is dying here from ByuN. He doesn't have a ton of stuff left. He just lost 24 SCVs, bringing us to Astrea's up 57 to 45 workers. So there was an advantage there. And now, was an advantage there for ByuN. Now Astrea's got it. That'll do. And actually feeling pretty confident. Going to cliff walk up here with the Colossus and then blink the Stalkers up here too. And then suddenly, I don't know if there's enough. We're bringing SCVs in. We're doing everything we can. It's a lot of Marauders, which are going to do pretty well again against these Stalkers. And maybe it's time to get out. Oh, there was apparently some lag or something. We fixed it, but 39 more SCVs have died. No, 39 total have died in the last couple minutes here. Yeah, Astrea's 4th base is warping in. Astrea is really taking it to ByuN here. With 2 Colossus. It's supposed to be 3. But you know what? A 3rd one just showed up. And that's really all not going to be great here. Stutter stepping forward with Marauders is a time-tested method for dealing with Colossus, dating back to the Wings of Liberty days. And it looks like it works here too. Of course, there's also Vikings in the mix that helps with that. But, blah. Okay, so ByuN on fire. But he didn't lose his 3rd base, which, you know, Protoss and Zerg players would have lost their 3rd base there. So good advantage that Terran has in situations like that. But Astrea's 4th base up, running happily. All is well. Mules are good from ByuN, so this income is favoring Astrea, but not nearly as much as you'd think it would, considering it's 61 to 41 workers in favor of the Protoss right now. 12 o'clock from Astrea, just happily mining. ByuN hasn't really been able to put up a ton of pressure here in the form of, you know, massive attacks. He's done some harassment, sure. Raven stuff, 1 medevac worth of Marine-type stuff. Ooh, he snipes a Zealot, which means he's got ghosts out. He was working on ghosts during that whole thing. All right. Fair enough. Enhanced Shockwave coming in. Astrea managed to keep 2 of his Colossus alive. He's lost 2. Okay, so he lost 2, made a 4th, and now he's got 2 again. A Zealot from Astrea makes it all the way down to ByuN's 3rd base just to see what's up. Kill a couple SCVs. Those are precious SCVs for ByuN right now, obviously. I don't know. I think like ByuN needs to get something done here. He needs to... Good. He gets an EMP off, but man, 2 Colossus, top of a ramp, up a fairly narrow choke. Not ideal. ByuN says, we're going to get out of here. If you want to engage out in this area, ooh, Disruptor, Purification Nova shot. Ah, but it was alone and unsupported, so it dies. Is this another Zealot? Yeah, another Zealot gets in there, kills 3 SCVs. SCVs kill it. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this Nexus getting saved. This is a good game. This is great. EMPs getting thrown down. See all of these missing shields from these units from Astrea here. Is this more Zealot stuff? Dude, ByuN throw up a bunker or something. Yeah. Stutter stepping backwards here. Not going to stand and fight. Not against the 2 Colossus. EMP's happening. Disruptor Nova, scary too. That was a pretty decent hit, but now not in a position to save that 3rd Nexus. And he's going to get it after that Nova. Okay, so he does. So he trades a base for a base here, but huge counterattack of charge lots. Heading down right for this vulnerable 3rd base of ByuN. I don't even... Wow, how do you deal with that? Astrea is up 20 supply. A lot of that, okay, is probably these charge lots. These Marines in the back into a quarter try to save the day. And trying to stim, kill, stutter stim, kill. Let the Ghost get some shots off. Snipe a couple as they run away too. No, they manage to survive. Yeah. Purification Nova. Astrea's expanded down this right side too, though, and is replacing the 12 o'clock base that he just lost. So, Astrea's looking good. He's looking very, very good. Very, very scary, if we're going to be entirely clear about this. Eats a Widow Mine shot. There's another one there too, though, so be careful with that second one, baby. Oh, reburrow! Reburrow! Ah! Couldn't reburrow. Ah, got a little bit greedy. Paid for it there. Astrea's got this army to the south and one to the north, and look at him just coming back in. It's like, oh, you're probably more worried about the army up there, so I'm going to move right on in to your natural base. Kill a ton more to your SCVs. This is bad. This is going pretty badly for ByuN here. Yes, he killed a base, but Astrea was able to just throw up another one at a moment's notice. No problem. These Zealot run-bys are really more of a problem than I've seen for a Terran player in some time. Yeah, when it's 73 to 34 workers, even if you have mules, it doesn't really matter as much. ByuN is, okay, all right. ByuN is going to get some revenge here. Going to completely wipe out this Nexus and have some high ground positioning. Disruptor doesn't get a shot off there. Purification Nova gets a hit, but 2 more Disruptors go down to the fire of the Marines and the Marauders. They pick up. They leave 2 ghosts behind. No. Get in the main base. Dude, if ByuN can win this game, I'm going to be insanely impressed. There are still Zealots inside his natural base. Holy crap. Try to supply block Astrea by killing these pylons. They're cheap, they're free, they're easy to kill. And then maybe the main Nexus, yeah, gonna go down here too. He snipes one of the Disruptors. The other one is falling back. Nova hit. No, a pickup and a boost out. 19 probes go down. A couple medevacs die, but he gets out of there with his skin intact, ByuN does. And ByuN just evened up this match. It's 74 to 87 army supply. ByuN has a bigger army. ByuN, okay, still like 15 workers down on Astrea, but mules, when it's 15 workers difference, that is still an advantage for the Protoss. Another group of Zealots. Astrea knows what's up. This has been really effective for him today. Seriously, though, like, I don't know if, like, a bunker would be nice or, like, a single Liberator over this third base would help. Liberators are up here, though. Never mind. They just got sniped because Astrea is not afraid of Liberators at all. Oh, there's a Liberator in here helping. But, my gosh, more and more SAVs are just dying here. Another drop in the main. ByuN is back. Cybernetics core going down would be a big deal, or depowering everything would be a big deal, too. You don't necessarily have to kill the cyber core if you depower it. All right, all that can be made now are Zealots and robotics facility units. Dude, ByuN's going to take down another Nexus this game. This is some great play here from ByuN. We are seeing why ByuN is ranked number 4 in the world right now. He's playing better than I've seen him play in a while. I know he was having some wrist issues, and I was worrying that was going to just kind of cripple him forever in StarCraft, but it appears that is not the case. I don't know if he still has wrist issues. He might. Maybe he's just playing through the pain, or maybe he's got some regiment that he's doing that allows him to work through the pain, get rid of the pain, fix the problems that are causing the pain, you know? So ByuN's on 3 bases. Astrea's up here now again. Dude, Astrea is doing a much better job of replacing bases that are dying and expanding in situations like that. Ton of mules, though. Look at that. Income. Even with all these mules, Astrea still in the blue. Let's see if this next tick is down into the red with the mule income. Close. Let's see if it's one more tick with these mules. Nope. Can't get in there. Even with all those mules, ByuN can't get into the income advantage side of the income tab. Widow Mine, free shot. Ugh. This Zealot group not doing very well. ByuN kind of sharking around up the top left here, but Astrea's got some designs on this side of the map too, so he's going to take the Zelnug Watchtower. Group of Marines and Marauders get caught out. Purification Nova's in. Widow Mines kind of scattered about in weird spots. Blink dodge on that one, though. I don't know. Is Astrea, he's got a bigger army by about 15 supply. This third base has been under assault so much today. And then ByuN's like, oh, let's just go back into the main. We've had some success in here. Tell you what, let's force a recall and a warp in back home, and then pick up. Took some disruptor hits there, though. Oh, medevacs are dying, and some of them are full medevacs. This might be our GG. The medevac count's getting obliterated. ByuN does not have a lot left. He kills a disruptor, and that's it. That's your GG. Astrea does come out on top. What a non-stop back and forth incredible PvT between these two players, and number 11 does knock off number 4 here today. Amazing. Hit that like button if you enjoyed that game. I command it. That was fantastic. I mean, that was so close. 29,000 resources lost for Astrea, 28,700 for ByuN. It's tight, but this is the thing, right? 93 SCVs died to 31 probes. The income tab has been blue for the last 10 minutes, even with the power of the mules that ByuN has at his disposal. But just enough Colossus there, right? That big attack into the third base that forced liftoff on the third was huge, while Astrea was expanding behind it. And yes, he did lose this space, but then he expanded down here. Then he lost this space, but he re-expanded here and expanded here. And yes, he got dropped, and yes, he lost some pylons, but overall, he was able to deal with that fairly effectively, picking off some of those medevacs as they were flying away, as they're flying in. And Astrea just playing out of his mind here. APM on average, 359 for Astrea, 442 for a ByuN here today. And just, I mean, I almost want to epic tag that thing. That was a great PvT. Just nonstop back and forth. So tell you what, patrons, you're going to see this before anybody else does. Tell me in the comments of this video or commenting on the Patreon post if you think this is epic or not. And if you think it is, we'll give it an epic tag. I mean, usually epic games are longer, like 30, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour. But I don't know. Sometimes it can just be really good and, 19, 20 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes, right? Good stuff. All right, fantastic. So that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.